It's qualifiers time. It's quarterfinals time, sorry. Oh my goodness me.
Long day.
It's quarterfinals time, finally. And here we are, back, me and you, Nate. First cast that we've done together today.
Yep.
All warmed up. I'm ready. Were you warmed up from that last match?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Malteser match, we actually were having this discussion before that last match, whether it's the Malteser or Mahmood match.
Yeah.
And we just felt that both of them were going to be so close to one another, so just good matches.
So contested,
right.
contested.
Yeah, but
and then
and then this happens. We're now in the quarterfinals, where we do get the other side. We are getting Mahmood this time, so we're gonna see how this.
We're gonna see how he's feeling
because
he's not been playing a lot recently. He's been in shaky form. Let's be honest. But he's here at LAN, and it is Kingling, his opponent. And what a repeat. What a return. EPIC47, if anyone can cast their minds back to that, if anyone was still around back then, Kingling versus Mahmood was the stage final. It was the very first stage final ever held at Epic LAN. So now, to have a repeat between these two guys who are coming back off semi-retirement, off derusting, getting into the LAN spirit again, because Kingling as well. It's been about 2 years since he's been playing actively. Picked it back up.
As FREDDIE FAZBEAR.
FREDDIE
the name
FAZBEAR.
change.
Yeah, well,
Any more into
long
that?
Day.
What's the reason for that?
You could just change your name in Osu, and it's great. Right. What have we got to expect from this match? What do you reckon, Nate?
Well, based on the performance of his last match, taking it 5-0, he is looking pretty strong so far.
Yeah.
And his qualifier performance, we could also maybe say he underperformed just a little bit, right? He did really good on the Nomad 1, Nomad 2, I believe, and then struggled a bit more in the rest of the pool, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I'm looking at Malteser.
How are you looking at Malteser?
I spoke to Mahmood Malteser yesterday about this.
You weren't even wrong, by the way, either, because Nomad 1, Nomad 2, Nomad 3 were all really good from Mahmood. Then the dip in the middle.
Then the dip, okay.
But that was when Kingling took over. The Hiddens, the Hard Rocks, Kingling went whoop. So we've got,
still happens
again, a tale of two sides. We've got Kingling, we've got Mahmood, and we've got a quarterfinals match to bring to you. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's the run back, it's the repeat, it's the
two sides of the coin.
It's the two sides of the coin yet again.
But do you think Mahmood's going to be more consistent this time around? Can he actually pull this off? Because Kingling, seed 3.
He is seed 3. Kingling always seeds really highly, just because of how the qualifiers work in this kind of event. You have a lower star rating map pool for qualifiers that someone consistent, incredibly consistent, like Kingling can play really well on, perform really well on. Then you get into a mechanics bracket where someone like Mahmood starts to take over. Here we see the map pool, here we see the players' bans and picks. Hidden 2, Nomad 2 for Mahmood, and DT1, Hard Rock 1 for Kingling. Expected?
Yeah, I think Mahmood, just, based on the qualifiers, right? I was gonna say he does probably like his Nomad a bit more, but then opting for Nomad 2, I mean, the bracket pool is just much harder.
It is just much harder. The Nomad 2, very flow aim intense, and if you're not feeling your consistency, if you can't get into that map, you kind of lose a lot of your score.
Yeah.
And because the ending spikes like crazy. The difficulty there is insane.
And I was going to say as well, the qualifiers pool is nothing like the bracket pool, right? We have a different format, whereas the qualifier pool is a lot more structured in the sense that your Nomad 1 is going to be aim, Nomad 2 is going to be streams, like your general kind of slot pooling, right? Whereas the bracket pool is a different structure where we're getting more technical as we progress down the numbers.
Indeed, yeah. Easier to describe.
Yeah.
In my opinion, easier to describe. And what's easy to describe, I think, is the astonishing lead that Kingling has taken right now. 99% on this. Dealing with the rhythm changes and the tech. Way easier than Mahmood was, but does find a miss. 98% now bringing up the rear. But barreling down, breathing down Kingling's neck. Does miss, though.
Yeah, it needs to build up some sort of combo. It is still manageable. This map is 1 minute 51 seconds though, so saying that, halfway through the map, less than a minute remaining. And Kingling ultimately just has that combo advantage. It's whether or not he can hold on to it. This map is just very consistent with these slow aim patterns. It's non-stop.
It's consistently difficult, but it consistently switches up on you. There's loads of 1/3s, 1/6. There's even an on 1/8 burst to contend with in there. But once you know the rhythms, once you know the song, it's very self-explanatory. All you have to focus on then is aiming everything, making sure your cursor's where it needs to be, Kingling doing so with comfort, with precision. This is what he played a lot of back when he was active and skill pushing. Picking it up like he never left.
Yeah.
Breaking 600 combo now, about to break 600k I think is his final score. Mahmood, 300k, nothing to scoff at. Nothing to be upset with there.
Yeah, Kingling coming back in dominant fashion, 627k, 263,000 points over Mahmood on Mahmood's first pick. But look at the miscount. The miscount is so competitive. It's really just the back of that combo that Kingling had in the first half and the second half. I think there was a bit of slip up in the middle, but was just very close together with Mahmood. You can just even look at the HP graph and see there was some struggle in getting that combo, and ultimately that is going to cost you a lot of score and the point.
Yeah, indeed. You can see the accuracy though. Let's talk about Kingling accuracy. Almost 98% on this Rhythm Techno Mod 3. You're not going to see that from very many other players. Kingling's specialty is getting high accuracy on these very difficult, mechanically intense tech maps. I'm not worrying about his tapping, not even thinking about his tapping.
You know,
this far less to do with tapping though, this far more to do with the mechanical aim. Hard Rock 3, make it funky now. Were you enjoying this map when we were looking over the pool before the event?
Well, I said this in the last match. This map is very funky.
It's very
very funky. The sliders get... It's not that they get crazy, but they're just fast.
They spook you.
Yeah, they're spooky.
You're looking at one... You're centering your eyes on one part of the screen. The circles are wiggling back and forth, and then suddenly a slider, really long slider, goes wow and throws you to the other side of the screen.
Exactly. Now, going back to, was I enjoying this? I think this would be a map that is very enjoyable if you're able to play it.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean by that. And I mean, hopefully both these players can play it. This in Kingling's wheelhouse. Mahmood, though, very well versed on Hard Rock, and especially the aim control, the aim mechanics. He carries his cursor very well.
Actually, the one to hold on to the combo through that intro. But as you were talking about the Kingling accuracy, regardless of the 80 combo difference, he's still taking points off accuracy. Mahmood.
200 combo difference now. 250 combo difference. Wiggle catches him out, and they aren't... hits the space string. Kingling doesn't, though. Oh, but misses straight afterwards on the spooky slider. Very easily done.
Yeah, I think there was just a bit of shake right after hitting that linear stream. Just not able to make it to the slider in time. But now combos pretty much dead even, but with the accuracy advantage from Kingling, it almost feels like he has an extra 50 combo to his name. Indeed.
It's looking like Mahmood needs a miss from Kingling now. The 6% accuracy advantage for Kingling is going to pay dividends going into the final chorus of the map. The wiggles, like I said, or about to say, they weren't isolated. They happen all through the map.
Yeah, but as these combos are just still increasing from both players, it seems like time is running out, and as Mahmood misses, that is going to be the nail in the coffin, and ultimately Kingling, incredible performance, right? This is back to back. It's almost like this guy isn't experiencing any nerves whatsoever. He's vibing.
Back-to-back 600Ks on this map pool. It's like he never left.
Like he never left. Mahmood also, though, very good score, but when you're going against a zero miss,
look at the
1,100 count. What can you do? You know, what can you do? This was his pick.
So FC. Just play better, lol.
Yeah.
Just click every circle.
Exactly. And that's what you would have needed, especially with that accuracy. You're not going to get away with also one slider break with 59-100s. You would need to have done that like right at the very start.
Now, that is a very early break point that has just been taken.
Yep.
Kingling, FREDDIE, FAZBEAR is now 2 points up to Mahmood 0. Mahmood now needs to break point back. He has to take something back from Kingling on one of Kingling's picks if he wants to at least stay in the match to tiebreaker. Silver Eclipse, and thinking about it, Curiosity, the No Mod 3 was Mahmood's pick.
Yep.
It was a very, very early break point there. We kind of missed that. We kind of glossed over that. But it's an important thing to note. Silver Eclipse, though, DT, AR 10.3, it's a bigger circle size. This is CS3. So the approach circles approach much quicker than you may otherwise be used to on the smaller circles, making it feel so much faster than it would otherwise.
I was going to bring that up. It feels like there's more notes on your screen just because the notes are so big, making it so much faster.
All about hybrid DT. This is as close to a speed pick as you can get.
Very bursty, and the doubles in between the bursts as well can just feel so awkward. But both of them getting through it very comfortably, especially Kingling holding on to 99% accuracy.
The slightest jumps, the slider, the bursts catch Mahmood, and it's Kingling once again running away with a big accuracy advantage.
Still S-ranking,
a huge score advantage now just based on that. Mahmood can bring this back if he holds the rest, but it's not looking likely.
Kingling just looks so comfortable on any map you throw at him right now, but he does find a miss, and this map is short though.
This map is short. There is another straining section on the tapping. No,
oh
my goodness.
Tapping way too early on that circle. Losing out on that combo and possibly his only chance to recover that score.
My head is in my hands. Ow, it doesn't hit the burst section either, and Kingling combos all the way through it, so it may have been too little too late of a surge if he'd managed to find the extra 100 combo advantage. Kingling now missing 8% this time though, 7% accuracy advantage.
That missed circle on the slow section could have been the difference.
It could have been.
Especially since he has comboed, basically the rest of the map.
We don't get to see that though. What we do get to see is a third point on the board for Kingling.
And a second breakpoint.
A second breakpoint. Look at the accuracy. It tells a story. The comfort levels by far on Kingling's side.
Can you say this is what we expected?
I was hoping it would be closer. I was hoping it would be closer.
The miscount is saying that.
Yes, this is true.
But the accuracy difference is just insane.
Oh, and going straight into Hard Rock 2, the precision map, the smaller circles on Cherry Blossom. I think it's the first time we see this on stream. Now, we've seen the Hard Rock, right? The Hard Rock, the circles get smaller.
Yes.
And it's going to be such a big switch up from CS3 all the way down to CS 6.5. It's going to be really interesting to see the skill set switch up as well. Because we're going from aim and bursts straight horizontally to flow aim and precision.
Yeah, and we talked about this before with the Hidden 2 in the qualifiers. You go straight from AR8 into the Hard Rock AR10.
Yeah.
And some people may just have really big troubles transitioning from that low AR into the high AR, especially with Hidden, where you're focusing mainly on reading, memorizing notes into now fast notes coming straight at you. And this is exactly what we're going to see here, a test of that switch up.
Going from agility into precision. Both of these players well versed in every skill set in this map pool. But if there was one that you know Kingling for, it is his consistency on Hard Rock. Sorry. Early days. It's 100 combo down. The accuracy is still there. He loses a little bit of total score, but the accuracy is just keeping him in the lead out of that intro. Not the hardest section. Both players hitting the diamond. That does catch people out, surprisingly so. Not to be had here, though, and it will be the stream that claims Mahmood's combo.
Yeah, I was going to say this could be the first breakpoint that Mahmood recovers, but missing on that space stream is not going to help whatsoever. Kingling just getting through as if nothing happened at the start of the map. Mahmood finding another miss. And things are just not looking great whatsoever.
Ooh. Small chain miss there for Kingling, but keeps it going. 87% on Mahmood's side. And what has happened?
Mahmood he's chained missed the entire stream. Kingling only missing right at the end of it, and Mahmood's accuracy, right? It's just looking at the UR bars, the bar at the bottom of the screen, you can see just how close together the lines are on Kingling's side in comparison to Mahmood, where they're just a slight bit more spaced out, and these inconsistencies in the green section, those are what are giving him 100s, lowering his accuracy, and these add up, which is one of the main factors from the scores that we have seen so far in this lobby, where Mahmood is just losing out on 100,000, 200,000, maybe even 300,000, just because the accuracy is nowhere near matching Kingling's.
The combo as well, finding these struggles. It's really unfortunate to be seeing this. Kingling running away with it, now on his 4th point, banking it, ready to declare his match point. Mahmood, though, does get a way back in. He does get another pick.
Just not even aiming the last note. He's like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Wow, valid.
We've lost.
91% B rank compared to the 97%.
But yeah, again, though, the miscount. There is a world where this could be very close, very competitive, but Kingling is just, he's feeling it right now. His accuracy is just unmatched.
He is just feeling it right now. And hidden 3 from Mahmood. You would not expect this to be a Mahmood pick, would you?
I think desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okay. I like your thinking, actually. I really do. Because both of these players are pretty rusty. And hidden is just a fundamentals test.
Yes.
So if neither of these guys have properly de-rusted the fundamentals, it's just a coin flip. It's just a shootout at this point.
And Mahmood, when we're banking on being able to play the hard rock, DT, Nomad, we're trying all these things and nothing's working. We just can't get a large combo lead over Kingling. We cannot get that accuracy. So we just need to gamble at this point. Let's try hidden. Hopefully Kingling has a rough time on it and we can get our first point on the board, but it's going to need to be the first point of many.
Well, it is a nice directional change, because playing hard rock, playing DT, you can see the circles. There hasn't really been any of this form of flow aim, technical aim control picked yet. Mahmood did really well on this in the last match. He got 471k. This might be the better pick in the pool for him in terms of prior performances. It was his best score by far in that last match. Both players finding a lot of trouble on this. Seemingly, the higher rank you are in a UK, you start being unable to hit the 1/3s. Kingling dropping loads as well, actually. This is the first time we've seen his accuracy below like 96, I think. Mahmood finds himself in the lead with a combo.
And this is just a map that requires you to be so relaxed, right? If your hand is tense or it's stiff and you're trying to snap to every single mini jump, essentially, you're going to find misses. You're going to mess up on everything. And Mahmood is just in Zen mode right now, right? He is very clean on all these micro adjustments.
Indeed, and this is where the fluidity of the aim comes in. This is, despite it being very snappy, directional change is heavy, it's still very flow aim intense. You have to be relaxed, and Mahmood is finding the greatest success on this. The hidden gambit working out for a player who is not at all known for his hidden prowess, and here comes one of the hardest patterns in the map.
Almost finds a miss from Mahmood there, but
the flow, the wiggle, the flow, the wiggle, and Mahmood actually hits it.
Oh, but misses right after it, but he's already got the 100,000 score lead where it shouldn't really matter too much. This is looking like first point on the board for Mahmood, responding to a 4-point deficit on what we're saying was a gamble pick, and it pays off. Mahmood on the board saying, no sweep happening today. But it's not over, right? He needs
It's
to win
not over.
2 break points. Maybe a tough ask, especially with his accuracy, but if you can just feel that lock-in moment, combo is all you need, right? Kingling is not FCing everything.
A flicker of hope. A little flame that needs to be nurtured and kept out of the wind that Kingling is going to try to blow a gale at. The 4 misses. You say the miscount has been playing this story. The 4 misses versus 15. Huge amount more comfort for Mahmood on that one. And going into Shah, which is a similarly relaxed map. You have to be in Zen mode to play something like this, to hold your cursor, to be patient on the buzz sliders, to follow the longer sliders all the way through to get the accuracy.
Very tricky.
The more jittery you are, the more in your own head you get, the performance slowly starts to decline on a map like this, and we get to see whether there's pressure on to convert now that Mahmood has been taking that 1 match point away from Kingling, or whether he's still, you know, not sweating. No worries. No trouble. I can get this next point.
Yeah, but after that Hidden 3 performance, regardless if Hidden was the main factor there, Mahmood is starting to feel it on these parents. So if he can get that same performance on the Nomad 4, things could be getting lit, as the cool kids say.
Sure, bud. Slower intro to ease us into the idea of the buzz sliders. Show us there are ticks in these sliders.
You know what map really scares me though? If this does go in the way of Mahmood.
Okay.
Nomad 1 is still there.
The tapping map.
The tapping map. And I'm thinking if that would ever be picked by any of these players.
Mahmood could take it. Again, the rust is there, but Mahmood is able to play 230 BPM. Kingling having a longer break from the game means that his speed has decayed a lot more than just a short period of inactivity that Mahmood's been experiencing. It was an early miss for Mahmood. This does get very intense very quickly. The intensity of this does not drop the entire time. You have to be locked in. You have to be cerebral enough to be patient as well as agile with your cursor here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of slider breaks on this map, but both players of high caliber getting through that very first section, but it's still not over yet. How has no one found any misses? I don't even know. The accuracies are getting somewhat close. Both still comboing. Mahmood knows that he needs to hold on to the combo to stay in the match, but does eventually
it's
go
the buzz
down.
slider. It's the buzz slider that claims him. The repeat not held, and unfortunately 600 combo with advantage now for Kingling into a slower section. You can still find misses here. There are still those repeat sliders that you have to be cognizant of, but it's not looking good for Mahmood.
Now at the slower section, and Kingling can just build on the back of his 800 combo. The score lead's going to keep improving as we get through this section, and 2 minutes of map to go. This is a long one.
This is an incredible score so far. This has to be one of the highest scores that I have seen on this map from any player in this tournament. And we're only halfway through. Kingling does it again. He did it on the Hidden 2 in qualifiers. He's doing it on the Hard Rock 4. 96% accuracy. And again, it's the story of the accuracy. Kingling is so comfortable.
He's essentially saying, you find this map hard? Let me show you how it's done. And he is definitely showing us, approaching 1,000 combo. Score lead is immense. This is phenomenal performance from Kingling. And what a map to pick this late into the game as well and perform so well on.
He had this one up his sleeve the entire time, it seems. He is on a stellar run on this. Mahmood missing on the wind-up to the final breakdown section. Watch these reverse sliders. Watch the slow sliders. You have to wait and be patient, and Kingling unfortunately finds a miss on one of them, but so good.
Yeah, this score lead is very much so unrecoverable. Kingling just taking it away, still at that roughly 96% accuracy. On a map like this where slider breaks are so common, so easy to get, he got his combo. He got his score. mess up all you want now, you've got the lead to just work on.
Yeah, you can take the foot off the gas. It's over. That knockout punch has been delivered. We're watching Mahmood staggering around the ring and actually do a pretty good job of it. 260k on this is nothing to scoff at. This map is brutal.
Yes, and saying that 270k plus is on the higher end of scores that we have seen people get so far in these lobbies. And to think that this is Seed 6 versus Seed 3, the top players in this tournament are terrifying.
Well,
this is quarterfinals. We still have much more bangers to look forward to.
Can't wait. 292k, the S rank.
S rank.
S rank for FREDDIE FAZBEAR on Shah. The No Mod 4 working out incredibly well for him. Moves on to the next round. With a longer break, because actually this was scheduled to be slightly earlier. One of the other half of the bracket matches asked very nicely to swap match times with another match in the lower half of the bracket. Accepted. So now Kingling has a long break. Very happily so. Because he will be facing the winner of Malteser and Sync, which is happening in half an hour's time. We have another match going on, I think, ended in a similar way to this one. Rudge versus Thylicker. Rudge won 5-1. I mean, you could just move the bracket up a little so we could see it. You can move us up a little in the bracket just so we could see it.
There we go.
Oh, look, production hasn't put it in yet. Oh, look, production. Oh, production.
5-1. Can we say it's unexpected? Rudge, the favorite to win this tournament, Seed 1.
The first seed, yeah. And always performs well at Epicline. Always comes in, drops his laptop down, his tablet down, and just goes for it. Just sets a load of scores, has a good time,
and as
ends up in finals.
Yeah, I was gonna say as well as winning one of the previous Epic lands as well. So the fact that we still have so many, I think we still have all the previous winners. Still.
No, because Mahmood just went out.
He just went out.
He just went out on the same score line as EPIC47.
But
without the extra point, obviously, because it's best of 9 rather than best of 11.
If he won, then it still would be the same case because Kingling won the first one. So regardless, one of the previous champions was going to be eliminated.
It was, yes, it was, unfortunately so. Next, though, we will be coming back to you. Is there a player on their way for a player interview? If not, then we will be signing off now. We will be leaving you for half an hour, and we will be back for Malteser versus Sync. Oh no. Valkyries versus Manuvat.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Adios.